Hey guys, how you doing? This is Rosa from Rosasresources. I will not be staying here long. This is just going to be a real quick video, guys. As you guys know, or may not know, I'm an advocate of domestic violence as well. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand what domestic violence is. Please note, guys, that domestic violence is not always physical. You know, he or she do not have to punch your lights out for it to be abuse. What sometimes abuse look like, and let me just say this before I even start. The reason why I'm coming here to tell you guys about abuse, because from time to time I talk about it, but this is not what my channel is all about. It started out with the domestic violence, but we have to grow. We don't want to stay in pain, right? We have to move on. But every now and then you have to educate people so they could understand. A lot of times I feel like people just come on the internet. They just want to talk because they like to hear themselves talk. Or some of these pictures, I guess they call them trolls. They don't have no picture on their profile, but they just like to abuse people. They go around, that's what they live for, to just abuse people on the internet. All right, and let's not even talk about cyberbullying is a form of abuse as well. All right, abuse is not only like they punch you in your face, they kick you down, they bite you, they give you acid, burn you up with acid, shoot you. It's not always like that. Sometimes it's very, very subtle. So what brought me here is this lady, yuledochie. You know, they come from Nigeria, Yule and MayEdochie. And the side chick, or the side hen as they call her, second wife, second side chick. I don't know what she is, because whatever, it's complicated. If you want to learn more, you just go ahead and look at their page. So May the wife, she just lost her son. They're alleging that the side chick gave the child basically witchcraft, allegedly, and 3 weeks ago the child ate something allegedly that she gave the child to eat, which is not her child, and the child passed away. So anyway, everybody in Nigeria is going crazy about this case. Every day they're reporting. Sometimes they're reporting fake news. Sometimes everybody's just running with an argument or whatever, and everybody's just saying without confirming what they want to say. But these are people's real lives, and they, a lot of times I think society is getting to a place where because of the game and the screen and the porn and all these things, people see people as objects now. They don't see them as real human beings with real feelings. So right now I just want to take the time out to say that my heart goes out to MayEdochie. She just lost her son. She is in mourning, and the whole internet in Nigeria is going on fire over her, and every day they talking about her. And it's just like, sometimes I comment on it because I'm a victim of also abuse. I know what it feels. I know what it feels like to be going through narcissistic abuse. Narcissistic abuse is you get all forms of abuse in one. It's the most hideous abuse you could ever go through. Okay? So let me just say this. Again, abuse do not have to be physical. Child, you get abused on your job, seniors, dogs, cats, animal, whatever animal get abused. Fathers, mothers abusing their own children, vice versa. Children abusing their own parents, and it goes on and on and on. The government also abuse society as well in some systems, right? Let's just open a book. Let's just look and learn and just stop coming on here and just saying things that you don't know about. So what brought me here, this so in May's case, right, everybody in Nigeria, because everybody love marriage so much, they trying to tell the lady to stay in the abusive relationship, where her husband went on the internet to introduce his second wife. He didn't even have the nerves to sit down and talk to his wife that's been with him for 18 years to explain to her that he don't love her no more, or he needs help, like he needs a second wife. He didn't do that. He came on the internet, and she learned about the inside of a marriage on the internet, just like many of us did. So everybody's telling her to stay with the abuser, right? So I said, this is what brought this this particular video today. I said, I hate when women try to convince wives to stay in abusive marriages. Oh my God. Just leave. You shall live and not die. So no to abuse. I say no to abuse. So one lady wrote, okay. One lady wrote, they never said that she was being abused. Her husband only secretly married a second wife. That is different from abuse. I declare on this channel this morning that the devil is a liar. Okay? Secrets, first of all, that is abuse as well. Okay, it's so much subtle ways of abuse. Silent treatment is abuse. Lies is abuse. Manipulation, ghosting someone is abuse. You know, sometimes laughing, criticisms could be abuse. I could sit here forever and talk about this abusive topic. Cheating is abuse. You understand what I'm saying? Cheating, everything look different now as it relates to abuse. People only think about abuse when somebody punched them in their face and they see the physical scar. But let me tell you, psychologically abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. Let me tell you something. Oh, sleep deprivation is abuse. Silence is very abusive. You're with someone, you refuse to communicate with them, you stonewall them. It's abuse. It's very abusive, and at least the physical scars go away, but that emotional, psychological, mental abuse is very, very torturing to your soul. Let me let you guys understand that. And this is a person that experienced it themselves. Not to mention sexual abuse, financial abuse, senior abuse, child getting neglected and abused. All these things are abuse. I'm very passionate about this. Like, I just can't believe, you know, people not understanding. What are you not understanding? Just because in your world you see somebody on the internet and they have all the lavish gifts, they have car, they have the lady live in a mansion, but she is suffering, she is not happy. I say run away from that mansion and let God rebuild you. You might get even a better mansion if that's what you're looking for, all the worldly stuff. It's not easy to walk away from all your material stuff. But once you were walking with God, you know that sometimes you have to get stripped from all of these things. And that's when your faith come in, because you know with certainty that he will build you up again. He will build you up better than you was before. Oh, yes, he will. So, you know, I had to write back and tell the people that emotional abuse is abuse. Abuse is not always physical. Not to mention sexual, financial neglect is abuse. Cheating is abuse. Spiritual abuse is abuse. People abuse the Bible. People abuse church. People just abuse their power in the congregation. And yes, even the preacher. And ghosting is very much abused. I could go on and on and on. I'm not going to stay here long. I have a couple more videos to make on different platforms. But listen, let's get out of bondage, guys. Let's get out of bondage. The devil came to steal, kill, and destroy, but God came to give you abundance, and He did not come here to tie you up in an abusive relationship. And that's why if your husband is abusing you and cheating on you, or your wife, that's why you get that certificate of divorce. All right, especially if it's adultery involved. Come on now, guys. You know, I do not suggest anyone to stay in any abusive situation. I don't care if you're working or not working. God will make a way. Okay? God will make a way. But you need to be smart. What I want the victims to do is not, because when you're leaving the abuser is the most, when you're leaving is the most dangerous time to leave. Okay, guys? So you want to make sure your kids is okay. You want to, if you're packing a bag, you're putting it on your bed, you're leaving it in your friend's house. Whatever you have to do, you're leaving it on your job. You pack a suitcase for you and your children, and you put it away in a safe place. Like I said, a friend house that he do not know or she do not know. Stop letting your mates know everything about your world. Guard your heart, basically. Okay? Leave some of your items. Like I said, pack a suitcase with maybe two outfits. At least you can wash those 2 outfits, guys. Get out and get out safely. Be wise. Don't always talk about, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna divorce you. Just take your time and take your foot out of the lion mouth. Take your time and leave. Be very, very careful. If you're working, build up your finance. And just be careful. I would not suggest you leave those items in your house. Leave. If you have to get a PO box, do what you got to do to be safe, guys. Talk to your jobs about it. They should have domestic violence hotline. They should have some information for you. Talk to your job. Make sure they know what's going on with you. You know, one person in management that you can trust. Let them know what you're going through. So God forbid if the person come on your job and try to harass you on your job, they'll know what's going on. Make sure you tell HR what's going on. All right. If they could relocate you, let them relocate you. You understand me? You got to be smart. Guys, you do not have to be going through physical abuse to be abused. If your man is walking around the house or your woman is walking around the house, not talking to you, don't want to open up and communicating, if they're ghosting you once a month, you don't see them for the next month, watch their patterns, by the way. That's also abuse, guys. Financial abuse, you know, they're supposed to pay the rent. They don't pay the rent. They don't give you, if they're paying the whole rent. If there's a husband, hopefully he's paying the whole rent. But if he's not giving you a portion of the rent, neglecting you, watch his pattern. Once you see that pattern starting, you must gather your finance, gather yourself to flee. You are okay. You could stand on your own, guys. Just get out and get out safe. Again, I'm going to suggest you talk to your company and see if it's possible. If they cannot relocate you to another state, then maybe they have another job, like another connection. They have a lot of resources that can help you on the job. Okay. And let me just give this out, safehorizon.org. That's one of the organizations that I love. If you have to change your lock, if you have to, I want to talk about this too. If you have to get child custody, if you have, and you need to do that before you flee, because get 100% or 50-50. If you want to leave, I suggest you get 100% custody. And then he or she could fight for visitation. Well, they have the right for visitation, but at least if you have 100% custody, you know, now you could take the kid and go about your business because you have full custody. There is a new law. It's called, come on, Sharon. The kidnap law, right? It's a new law. If you take your kid out of the state without the other parents being aware, you will get arrested for that. And the government could just come and take the kid. Because too many people are taking the kids and bringing them out of the country. And the other parents is like, you know, they still have right even though they're abusers. Okay, so, guys, please do your things right. All right. Do not get arrested because, you know, of abuse, you know. So call the safehorizon.org. Just go to their website. You can call. They're available 24 hours a day for therapy, and make sure you get therapy. Okay. You need to get therapy because when you're being abused, you got to get that out. Talk therapy. You call them, they're patient, they'll listen to you. Because when you talk to your friends and your family, they don't understand, they're not equipped. And sometimes they give you the wrong advice as well. They just, especially if the person haven't had the experience themselves, they give you the wrong advice and some of these people end up dead. Okay, so talk to a Safe Horizon counselor. They can move you to another state. They can help you with child custody, visitation, divorce, housing. You know, load of information. Therapy not only for you but for your kids as well, because when you're suffering and trauma, neglect, financial abuse, sexual abuse, Believe it or not, the children are going through it. Mom, you think that the kids don't know that you're being abused, but they could feel your spirit. They could feel you. They could feel you. They could see the sadness in your eyes. They could see that your energy totally shift. All right? They could see it, guys. They could feel it. And sometimes the abuser, if you're getting abused, the kids are getting abused as well. It's a pattern and it's a learned behavior. It's also a generational curse. All right. I really don't like coming here to talk about domestic violence, even though I'm an advocate. I really don't like talking about this because I wish that people will keep their hands to themselves, or if people are toxic and like to give you the silent treatment, ghost you, or triangulate you with others. Triangulation is a very, 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 very dangerous. Whether a friend is doing it, a boss is doing it. I want to break this down another time. I don't have time to talk about triangulation, but everyone should get their own education. If you want to learn more about abuse, read or watch videos on it. I know sometimes, you know, you might be in a situation and some kind of abuse is going on and you don't know how to, because you never experienced it. You don't know how to deal with it. Try not to get involved. Again, when people are leaving an abusive situation is the most dangerous time. A lot of people get killed. All right. And jealousy. Jealousy is another thing. It's like when somebody is so jealous and you've seen the red flags in the beginning of the relationship, but you thought that this is cute and it's not. It's not. Very dangerous, envious and jealous. Your spouse is even jealous of you. Your friends is even jealous of you. Your boss that has so much more than you, is jealous of you. You understand? Because of your swag, because of the way you do your work, just because of your essence. Your own boss is jealous of you. Your own mother and father sometimes is jealous of you. Sometimes your own kids. Sometimes you're jealous of your own kids. Listen, this thing is serious. And then the cyberbullying, you know, people are going on the internet now to show how they murder people. People are going on the internet telling people to get out their house, packing them up. Someone back. Humiliation is abuse as well. Come on now. Come on, somebody. Talk to me. Humiliation from that love triangle, humiliation from that discard, from how that narcissist just spits you out like a disease, spits you out like garbage, and then somewhere along the way they want to come back and hoover and talk to you as if they didn't do anything to you. But you, the victim, have to forgive. You forgive and just move on. Do not go back into an abusive relationship. Do not feel like you have to stay in an abusive relationship because you don't have no finance. Go live in a shelter. You're going to get a nice apartment. It's going to be rough and tough, but you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You do not have to stay in bondage. Okay? This person do not love you. As a matter of fact, this person is sadistic and love to see you in pain. I'm me for tell you. All right? I'm going to go now, guys, but you could leave your comment, like, and share. All right? Leave your comment, leave your experience down here. If you need any help, Rosasresources at Gmail is my email address. Yeah, if you need prayer, same thing, you know, Rosasresources, Rosasresources at Gmail. If you guys have a story, record it, send it to Rosasresources. Please send your stories to me, your testimony, your prayers, whatever it is, send it to me, Rosasresources at Gmail. Okay, if you're on WhatsApp, I'm on WhatsApp as well. You can send it there. It's everything I do is Rosasresources. Find me there, okay? On Instagram as well. Send me your voicemails about your stories. I'll be glad to play it here. All right, guys? Thank you.